Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the weekly wrap up plus the pre-week analysis. I had family in town this weekend for a family reunion, so I wasn't able to do the weekly wrap up on Friday like I usually do. So you'll get a double session today, the weekly wrap up plus the pre-week analysis. So before I jump into it, let me go ahead and give the disclaimer that this is not financial advice. Anything I share during this class is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. Thank you. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's jump straight into it. Starting out with the dollar index as always. Looking at the weekly wrap up, we know for last week, I wanted to see price either break below this hourly inversion fair value gap, this blue shaded area, or I wanted us to find support at the top of that. And I told you if we did not close below that week hourly inversion fair value gap that I expected us to run up into this red shaded area, which is a daily volume imbalance, right? So we see Monday respected that price. Tuesday, we ran away from it aggressively. And Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Wednesday and Thursday, we pushed on up into that daily and volume imbalance as expected, right? So moving forward for this week for the pre-week analysis for a dollar, um, I'm I'm anticipating a pullback down into Tuesday's discount array, right? I want to see us pull back down into this uh fair value gap that was created during Tuesday's price run. And I expect us to at least pull back down and run Wednesday sell side liquidity, and potentially running down to run that discount array from Tuesday's price range, right? Now, however, if we is two levels that I need to see, two areas that I need to see broken through, right, and close below before I switch my um bias to short for the dollar, right? Because I am long the dollar. As I told you guys on previous sessions, that I expect us to run the yearly high if we break and close above this volume imbalance, right? This daily volume imbalance. So to change my bias from bullish to um bearish, I would need to see us first break below this 15-minute inversion fair value gap. That's what this pinkish shaded area is. And then I would need to see us break below this daily volume imbalance that you see here, this blue shaded area. If we can break and close below that, if you'll notice that daily volume imbalance sits right below consequent encroachment of last Friday's wick, right? This black ray line that I have right here, right? That's consequent encroachment of Friday's wick. And then we have that daily volume imbalance that sits right below that. So price would have to break and close below that area for me to switch my bias to bearish. And then I would be expecting us to run Wednesday's sell side liquidity at 104.593 for the dollar, right? So as of now, my bias is technically neutral because I honestly don't know which way they're going to drive the market when we open up for this new trading week. So I need to see either or before um, I jump in the market and start executing trades, right? I need to see us break above and close above the daily fair value gap to the upside, or I need to see us break below and close below the consequent encroachment of Friday's wick and the daily volume imbalance to the downside for the dollar. Plain and simple, guys. Keep it simple. So with that being said, going to Euro USD, look at a currency pair, right, for the week. Um, if the dollar does indeed push up and break above that daily in volume imbalance, then I look for us to run um, the weekly sell side liquidity for Euro USD at 1.06352, right? And if the dollar does push to the downside to retest um, that discount PD array from Tuesday of last week's price action, then I expect us to run this consequent encroachment of Friday's price action and Friday's buy side liquidity for Euro USD and possibly run up into Tuesday's discount array. Well, premium array, my bad, premium array for last Tuesday's price action for Euro USD. So where we would be expecting the dollar to pull down into its discount array from Tuesday's price action, we will be expecting price action to pull back up into Tuesday's premium PD array from Tuesday's price action. So we know that the Euro USD is inversely correlated with the dollar, meaning that it moves in the opposite direction. So that's what I'll be looking for out of the dollar. I'm sorry, out of Euro USD. Those levels I have identified for you right here. All you have to do is go and measure your Tuesday's price action, right? Put your premium levels on there. And those are the levels that I am anticipating price to reach back up to if the dollar opens the week bearish for the new trading week. And vice versa. If it opens bullish, then I expect us to run sell side liquidity, weekly sell side liquidity at this level that I called out a few moments ago. So that's what I'm expecting out of Euro USD. Going to futures, looking at ES, I'm expecting us to, if the dollar pulls back down into Tuesday's discount array, I'm expecting futures to pull back up, ES rather, the chart we're looking at now, to pull back up into Tuesday's premium array. Plain and simple, guys. And if the dollar pushes higher, then I expect us to run Thursday's sell side liquidity at 4434.25. So those are my levels for ES to open the week out. But like I said, I'm neutral until I see the confirmation that I need out of the dollar, right? Um, and the confirmation that I need out of whatever asset class that we're looking at, right? For ES, I would need to see us break back above this weekly discount level that you see shaded in gray. That is weekly. The top of it is the 62% weekly discount array. The lower level of that gray shaded box, is the 79% level of the weekly discount array, right? I need to see us break above that upper level, find support, and then that will be my confirmation that we're running back up into Tuesday's premium price levels, and vice versa. If we close below Friday's discount levels, which are these black line rays that I have right here at 44.56 and 44.50, these black levels here, we break and close below that, then that's the confirmation that I need that we're gonna run Thursday's sell side liquidity and potentially come down here to run last Friday's Friday before last sell side liquidity at 65.25. So those are my levels for ES. Pretty much the same analysis across the board for futures. Um, If the dollar goes bearish to start the week, then I expect us to pull back up into the weekly PD array for E-mini Dow and vice versa. Um, and the same thing for E and Q. If the dollar opens up bearish, I expect us to push back up into Wednesday's PD array or last week's premium array, because these blue lines are weekly levels, right, from last week's um, price range, right? So this was last week's price range, and these blue levels are our buy side liquidity for last week's price range, and 79% premium and 62% premium levels for last week's price range. And so that's what I'm looking for across the board for futures. If the dollar open up the week bearish, that's a pullback up into the weekly PD arrays, running those daily PD arrays first, of course, right? And then reaching up into the weekly PD arrays. Vice versa, if the dollar opens up and can't break below that 15-minute inversion fair value gap that I showed you on the dollar chart, that pinkish shaded area, right? Then I expect us to just continue bullish for the dollar opening up if we can't break below that 15-minute inversion fair value gap. And if that's the case, I expect futures to run last week's sell side liquidity, basically. So that is the weekly wrap up and the pre-week analysis for you guys. Um, you guys know how it go. Um, Make sure you're journaling. Make sure you already have your bias written down. Where you think price action will go this week and how you think price will open up. Go ahead and write your levels down. Excuse me, and get ready for the new trading week, guys. Um, Other than that, I would like to thank you guys for tuning in, coming out to get this knowledge and empowering yourself. As always, let your family and friends know you love them while they're still here, please. And as always, peace and love, everybody. You know.